everyone, welcome you all. Namaste. I am Soumya, student coordinator at Kalam's Institute of Youth Excellence, and it is my privilege to host today's session of S-Talks Lecture 13. A special session becomes memorable when it is guided by an extraordinary leader. Today, we are fortunate to be joined by a visionary who is shaping India's innovation ecosystem and inspiring the next generation of creators and entrepreneurs. Before we begin, I request everyone to drop your name, college name in the chat section. Let's see participants joining us from different colleges and universities across the country. What makes this journey even more special is that it continues every single Saturday. Every Saturday, we come together to learn something new, connect with experts, and grow stronger as a community. Today, we are all connected by one mission: to learn, to innovate, to dream beyond limits. Inspired by the vision of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir and his deep commitment to nation building, S-Talks aims to ignite curiosity, inspire innovation, and shape the future of young minds. Our mission is to bridge the gap between academics and industry by connecting students with experts, mentors, researchers, entrepreneurs, and professionals from various fields. Through workshops, lectures, internships, research initiatives, and skill development programs, KIYE Foundation continues to inspire and empower young minds to become future leaders and innovators. Before we move ahead, let's quickly understand what S-Talks is all about. The S in the S-Talks stands for Space, Aerospace, and Futuristic Technologies. S-Talks is a year-long online lecture series featuring 52 lectures, 52 speakers. This is not just a lecture series, it's a movement to build the next generation of scientists, engineers, innovators, and future leaders. And through S-Talks, participants get the opportunity to learn directly from top scientists and industry experts, explore career opportunities in space and defense sectors, build communication and critical thinking skills. The theme for today's session is Beyond the Classroom, the Innovation Hub Playbook. The market does not teach from textbooks. It teaches through real experience. Today, we will explore startup strategies that work when theory meets reality, and why the upcoming world belongs to builders, not just thinkers. Students can start creating, testing, and leading today instead of waiting for after graduation. Participants, we want to hear from you and make this session more interactive. Do you have a startup idea? Type S in the chat section. Let's see your enthusiasm and active participation. Now, before we move further, let's take a quick look at a short audio-visual presentation that highlights the vision, mission, and achievements of KIYE. I request one of our student coordinator to please play AV. KIYE, a platform where young minds are guided, inspired, and given the right direction to dream bigger. And now, to share what KIYE truly means from a student's perspective, I invite one of our dedicated, passionate student coordinator, Mr. Manikanta, to share his journey and experience with KIYE. Mr. Manikanta, over to you.
Thank you, Soumya. Good evening, dignitaries, mentors, and young leaders. I am Manikanta, student coordinator of KIYE. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to share my experience. My journey with Kalam Institute of Youth Excellency started in 2023 as a volunteer at Inspire Hyderabad. It was the beginning of an inspiring journey, memorable experience, helping me to grow personally and professionally. As a volunteer, I learned the importance of teamwork, communication, discipline, and responsibilities while interacting with students, coordinators, and mentors. Being a part of KIYE gave me opportunities to attend several valuable programs such as National Science Day, Vigyan Vaibhav, and Kalam Space Convention. This program enhanced my knowledge in science, innovation, technology, and leadership while motivating me to learn new ideas and improving my skills. One of the proudest moments in my journey was serving as a coordinator for Kalam Space Convention. This role helped me to develop leadership qualities and management skills. Another significant milestone in my journey was receiving an internship opportunity at Research Center Imarat. I sincerely believe that the knowledge, exposure, guidance, and opportunities provided through the KIYE played an important role in helping me to achieve the opportunity. This internship is a valuable step towards my career goals and future of motivated to learn, innovative, and contribute to the field of technology and research. And today, being here at Test Talks, I feel like I am continuing the journey step by step. I would like to sincerely thank Dr. G. Satish Reddy Garu for his guidance and inspiration. One thing I truly feel is behind every step you take here, there is always a voice that says you can do it, and the voice is Naresh Indian, sir. Thank you, sir. My experience at KIYE has been truly meaningful and inspiring. It has shaped my personality, improved my confidence, and motivated me to learn, achieving the greater goals in the future. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Manikanta, for sharing your journey and experience with KIYE. Your words truly reflect the spirit, passion, and purpose of KIYE. Now, let's bring a little more energy before we move to our speaker. Everyone joining us live, if you are excited for today's session, drop a quick ready in the chat. And throughout the session, feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the YouTube live chat. So, stay active, stay curious, and stay engaged. And now, the moment we have all been eagerly waiting for. It is my immense honor and it is my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker, Mr. Joginder Tanikella Garu. Sri Joginder Tanikella Garu is currently the CEO of T-Works, which is India's largest center for makers and innovators. Mr. Tanikella Garu is a full-stack innovation leader with over 20 years of experience building software, embedded hardware, and advanced engineering products from concept to deployment. As CEO of T-Works, India's largest prototyping center and specialized manufacturing incubator, he works at the intersection of government, industry, and startups to accelerate product innovation in engineering capability and advanced manufacturing ecosystems. It is run by the government of Telangana to support people who like to build and create new things. He was given this position in May 2024 for 3 years. Apart from this, he is also the founder and CEO of Pulse Active Stations Network. His journey as an entrepreneur is very inspiring. He joined the famous Y Combinator program in the USA as a 37-year-old solo founder from India. He tried many times before finally getting selected, and he often talks about this as a big turning point in his life. Before his current roles, he worked in many other companies. He was the CEO of Vajra Infratech, a director at the First Meal, and worked in business development at Hifa Kitchen Equipment Trading. He also started his career as a system developer, which means he has both technical skills and business experience. He worked in many fields like business, technology, and government innovation projects, whose journey reflects innovation, leadership, and commitment to empowering young minds. His contributions to the startup and innovation ecosystem have created opportunities for countless aspiring entrepreneurs and change makers. It is not every day that we get the opportunity to learn directly from someone who is actively shaping the future of innovation. His insights, experiences, and vision will undoubtedly inspire us to think bigger, act bolder, and transform ideas into reality. So, without further delay, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome our esteemed guest and invite him to share his valuable thoughts with us. Dear friends, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Joginder Tanikella garu. Let's fill the chat section with welcome, sir, and show our appreciation for being with us today. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have spoken very enthusiastically, and I appreciate your energy, and I appreciate the students also who are here online. And first of all, thanks to Naresh Garu for giving me this opportunity to interact with students. I always enjoy to interact with young people because you are the future of our country. And a lot of changes are happening now, especially with AI and taking over the software world. So we all have to reframe ourselves to see what to do next in the future. So considering that, this is a very good opportunity for me to interact with you, and thanks to Naresh Garu once again, and of course our common Guruji, Dr. Satish Reddy Garu, because of whom also I know Naresh Garu. So thank you once again. And what I'll do now is, అంటే మీకు అందరికీ లెక్చర్ ఇవ్వడం కంటే బెటర్ నాకు ఏమనిపిస్తుంది అంటే, ముందు కొంచెం టీవర్స్ గురించి చెప్పిన తర్వాత మీకు ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే మన ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఏదైనా అవ్వగలితే దెన్ ఐ వెరీ హ్యాపీ ఫర్ దట్. సో ముందు మీకు ఒక వీడియో చూపిస్తాను, అది ఒక క్విక్ వీడియో టీవర్స్ గురించి, మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, ఎలా చేస్తాం దాని గురించి. తర్వాత మనం ఐ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఐ జస్ట్ షో ద వీడియో ఫస్ట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. Sir, voice. Sir, voice is not coming.
Now can you hear the voice? Yeah.
Sir, video voice.
Acha, okay, just 1 second. Yeah.
Sound of
checking for the sound 1 second. Yeah. By the way, I'm very happy to see the video about KIYE Foundation and what you're doing, and my congratulations and best wishes to Naresh Garu once again. Fantastic initiative, and I'm so impressed to see the scale of the activities. So last time kuda Naresh Garu invite chesinappudu nenu raalepoyanu because we also had our own function on CV Raman Day in Mantini village. So next time definitely I'll try to join, and wish you all the best. Now I'm just sharing the video again with audio.
Okay.
In today's rapidly evolving industrial landscape, manufacturers across India face unprecedented challenges: margin pressures, supply chain disruptions, the mandate to make in India and make for India, innovation that can't wait months, let alone years. The gap between a brilliant idea and a market-ready product has crushed more innovations than any competition ever could. What if that gap didn't exist? Welcome to T-Works, Center of Innovation. It is the Manufacturing Innovation Incubation Cell, India's largest prototyping center and your manufacturing knowledge partner. A Government of Telangana initiative. This is the value creator model. Not just prototyping, complete transformation. 2 ways we work. Top-down approach, where we help your leadership identify problems through design thinking and build transformation roadmaps that impact your KPIs. We bring everyone to the table. Your R&D teams co-locate here. MSMEs integrate into your supply chain. Knowledge partners from Indian and global institutions provide research, guided by T-Works Industry Innovation Council. Veterans from Airbus, Mahindra, Volkswagen, Aero Electronics.
I really look forward to exploring how we can have collaboration between the Mahindra Research Valley and T-Works so that we can quickly take forward a lot of our new ideas by quick, very fast prototyping and testing. I think this is a great opportunity for collaboration, bringing industry, academia, and the startups community together here at Hyderabad.
What I actually realize is that T-Works is probably one of its kind in India, and it's going to help make invention to innovation a reality. Really brought in industry leaders from several sectors like automotive, aerospace, universities as well, and that really has actually brought together what the problems faced by industry and how an institution like T-Works can really support, converting the invention to innovation. And I learned a lot from this experience as well.
T-Works has been absolutely impressive today. I think what stood out the most was primarily the intent to go for develop in India. I think I coming from the Ministry of Heavy Industries, there's a lot of work going on in the EV domain, and people are looking forward to develop in India their components which are related to EV. For example, the motors, the controllers, the inverters, etc. And I think there's a huge amount of synergy which is available within these development people and the T-Works.
Three things. One is on the power electronics development, which is a key requirement for EV development. Second thing is the collaboration between the software and the hardware industry, which will lead us to making a SDV more reliable, India-made requirements. And the third one is the ecosystem for rare earth metals, development of motors for the Indian EV systems.
Academia, industry and government, all three has come together to kind of find the solution to the challenges which industry is facing along with the national level.
And bottom-up approach, where startups cohorts deliver quick-win innovations that prove ROI fast. 78,000 square feet, 80 advanced processes, 12 specialized labs, all under one roof. Rapid prototyping with 200 materials. Metal fabrication with 5-axis CNC. PCB fabrication up to 12 layers. Complete testing capabilities. Electronics and sensor labs. Additive manufacturing. Laser cutting. Woodworking. Ceramics. Semiconductor technology through our Japan partnership. Driving real-world value chain innovation through access to capabilities and incubator labs. Experiment in our labs. Co-create products with us. Deploy innovations to the industry floor.
I'm Praveen, former Air Force pilot. We built the flight simulator which rotates 360 degrees around 3 axis, first in India and probably third company in the world to do it. Reason being, while you're developing standalone in a standalone place, you have to find different sources for welding, lathe work, and many such things that happen during manufacturing and designing process. T-Works is a single place which has 16 departments with various of these facilities, almost 24/7. This really accelerated our development and better presentation.
When we got incubated, we came here at T-Works first because we are a hardware startup. So our idea was to build a cryogenic rocket engine. A key technology requirement is the manufacturing and precision manufacturing specifically. So we built our own rocket engine here in T-Works within 3 months. So we're able to build, test and demonstrate and validate our idea of whatever we designed has been successfully demonstrated as per the requirements.
As everyone knows, T-Works is the largest incubator in India right now, and with the world-class infrastructure they have, like electronic lab, PCB prototyping lab and the mechanical lab, we can focus here only on the R&D and the industry level, works rather than thinking about, capital investment or getting the costlier devices. So this is how it has shaped, and it has also helped us, accelerating the product development life cycle of ours.
The results are real. Economic Times Gold Award for Defense Innovation. Leading corporations trust T-Works for innovation transformation, and our industry credentials include automotive, aerospace, sustainability, electronics. Whatever your sector, we're ready. And we're expanding to rural India through our Dream, Start and Rise network. Because innovation can come from anywhere, this ecosystem exists for you. From government, global research institutions, to MSME networks, corporate innovators to startup accelerators, all converging to amplify what's possible. T-Works. Where innovation meets execution, let's create value together.
Thank you so much, sir, for presenting the video on T-Works and giving us such clear insights. Your session is making a complex topic really easy to understand, inspiring for us, showing the clear picture of T-Work.
Thank you. So now that you have seen T-Works and you understand that we are focused on manufacturing, so I just wanted to share that today, because of the advances in AI and so genuinely I'm very concerned. I am myself a full stack developer. I am launching one new product every week. So because of I have access to Cursor and other such AI tools. So basically AI has given me as a full stack developer a complete team. You can imagine like that. That's like having one whole team with me. So considering this, I am really concerned about what is going to happen to software industry, especially in India in the future. So I want to focus on manufacturing. And I would like to encourage all our young friends here and who are watching online also to please, look at manufacturing as an option. And but all of us are, even if you are already a software engineer, you can still look at software in the field of manufacturing. So there are many options, and physical is the way to go, is what I feel. So having said that, I would like to interact and know if you have any doubts or any questions or so on.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for that inspiring and insightful session. Your words have given us a deeper understanding of the startup ideas, entrepreneur, and skill development, and your journey has truly inspired to us. Now we move on to the interactive questioning and answering session. Participants, this is your moment. You may post your questions in the chat box. Kindly keep your questions short, clear, and relevant to today's topic. So one of the questions from our audience. What is the most common mistake you see students make when they transition from a college project to a real-world product?
That's a very good question, because
Yes.
I myself, now when you are saying it, I can only think of one college project which has turned into real-world project. That is in our T-Works itself. And what the normal problem is that college projects are, they are very good for you because you somehow or other you will make it, and then it will get some media attention, and you will get some award in some hackathon, or your college faculty will congratulate you. So everybody feels proud. But ultimately, what is happening is that is not a real world problem solver. So it is a problem for whose solution you have imagined it. So I just want to show you one. It's a good question, because in T-Works now I'm working with a startup which started with a college idea and it has become a commercial product now. So I'm just sharing that with you once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is a company called Ionia Innovations, and founders are from Heatham College in Hyderabad. And they made this boat, which is an autonomous boat for cleaning lakes and river bodies and so on. Basically, it removes weeds and cuts the weeds. And they deployed this in Durgam Cheru during college, I think 3rd year or 4th year, and it won award also. But I'm happy that they have taken it to the market. Today it is in T-Works also. You can come and see it whenever you're coming to T-Works. And they have already got order from Ajmer Lakes in Rajasthan, and they have worked in Ganga River in Calcutta. And also now through us, they're going to get more orders in Kerala and Maharashtra. So what I appreciate here is that they made the solution. They tested it out in the real world. It was not in a hackathon kind of format. They have deployed it in Durgam Cheru. They have seen how it works, and they froze the model features also. They did not go on building the features. And even more importantly is, even after college, the founders have continued with the idea. That is the main thing, because what happens is that students after the I'm speaking in Telugu also, because
Sir, I request to speak in English. Sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So so I'm glad to know that KIYE Foundation is working across the states. That's a very important thing. Thanks for that. Yeah. So what happens is that I find that the students are they make the project and then they stop there. So they treat it like a fourth year project, and they think that if they won the award or they won the prize, and that is enough. But if you want to think more and do more, then you have to look at the future. Yeah.
That's a wonderful explanation, sir. Thank you for taking the time to address it so clearly. Now, with your permission, let's continue to the next question.
Yeah, please let us be free and please ask, and I'll be happy to answer. And
yes.
Share. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Should humanity set boundaries on space exploration? And if so, which cosmic regions or phenomena should remain untouched?
That's a very deep question, so I cannot answer that directly, because I think there should be no phenomena should be untouched, right? Because you have to go into the space and see what is happening. Yes.
Let's move on to the next question, sir. What emerging technologies should students focus on in the next 5 years, sir?
That's an interesting question. So emerging technologies are, of course, AI, but not AI the way everybody is looking at it. Not AI to edit images or AI to do some coding and so on. You have to use AI for planning. So what I am finding now is that I have so many thoughts, so many ideas in so many years, which I've been noting down, and I've not been able to work on them because of lack of time, effort, even inclination. So what I'm doing using the AI now is I chat with the AI like a planner. So I discuss it with this is the idea, how should we implement it, how should we take it forward, and that is where I'm finding that AI is being very helpful. So as an emerging technology, I would really look at AI as an emerging technology. It's still emerging. It's don't think anything is over in AI yet. Every day new development is happening, new advancement is happening. So you have to learn to use it, and you should become AI native. So I'm not AI native. I'm still half manual and half AI. But you students can become AI native, and when you become AI native, then for people like me, right, for the older people who are already in different positions and so on, young people with AI native background will become very essential. But again, I want to stress, AI native doesn't mean using Claude to make presentations and things like that. But AI native means being able to structure your thoughts and shortcutting. For example, if it takes 5 years for somebody to understand, how to think, how to structure thoughts, using AI, you can do that much faster. So first thing is that please look at AI as a emerging technology for the future. Then second is semiconductors. So semiconductor ecosystem in India is just beginning. And what will happen is that in 10 years from now, the country will need a lot of young talent in the semiconductor ecosystem. And when I say semiconductor ecosystem talent, I don't mean only electronics engineers or VLSI or chip designers and so on. I mean, you will need mechanical engineers, you will need civil engineers, mechanical engineers for machines for the semiconductor production. You need civil engineers for, the new kind of factories which are going to come up. You need software engineers for, again, writing the code for this chip manufacturing companies and so on. So you need all types of engineers and scientists, or basically any kind of field will come into this semiconductor technology. So that is one more emerging technology. Third emerging technology which I would look at is water management and water conservation. So that's going to be a very big topic. We are going to have severe water crisis. We are already on the way, and we need water for everything in life, and the requirement for water is going to increase. For example, for data centers, for AI and so on. We should not stop using water for data centers, but we should start looking at interesting ways to reuse water. For example, treated water can be used for data centers. So in that sense, circularity and sustainability is emerging technologies you have to look out for. Then mobility, electric vehicles. How do we, stop using fossil fuels? So mobility also is a very important emerging technology area for you to look at. So I think these are 4 good emerging technology areas, and I would really like you all to please think of this. And of course, 5th one should be manufacturing as such as a base for everything.
Thank you, sir, for another insightful response. I'm sure it has added great value to everyone attending today. Let's proceed with our next question, sir. So, one of our student coordinator to ask to you, sir. I invite Hasni to ask the question.
Hi, sir. Good evening. My name is Hasini. I have a startup idea related to agri-related, and it named Krishini. I would like to briefly explain it to you, sir. The concept focuses mainly on smart water management system for agriculture. For example, when it starts raining, the system can automatically respond by closing or controlling the water flow, helping to conserve the water and improve water irrigation efficiently. Sir, I would be grateful if you would be guide me on how to develop and implement this idea, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Asini. So that's very topical for what we are also discussing about water. And of course, agriculture is, the lifeline of the country. So we have to see how to improve agriculture in every way we can. But my small request to all of you young people, we are in 2026. So you have to stop calling people sir and so on. Because I also learned this the hard way. So now, of course, can you imagine? So I went when I was already 35. I went for the first time to the States. And when I went there, I was writing long mails like "Dear Sir," "Respected Sir," and all that. When I went there, then I understood that in the end of it, nobody cares. It doesn't matter. So whether it is Hasini or whether it is Manikanta or whether it is Saharsha or we're all equals. So please keep that in mind. It's a difficult concept for you, I understand, because our whole culture is around this whole sir concept. But you will get into it. So please keep this in mind. And when you get into the professional life, always try to make the first name basis. Some people may not like it, but it doesn't matter. But things are moving forward. Anyway, coming back to this, your topic, right? So how advanced are you? Have you already started something? Have you implemented it? Have you made any product?
Sir, I have actually built a prototype and it was in testing. We are like just testing, but I don't know how to implement as a N number, and I don't know further guidance. So will you please guide me?
Yeah, sure, of course. So for that, that's what TWorks is there for. And the good thing is our team also wants to work with you, wants to support you. So we are working with, number of agriculture-focused startups. I'll just give you one more example of one of the startups founders who is actually a farmer. And we met them in the village and we are helping them, take their product and make it into a proper company. Just one second. I'm just showing you that. Yeah, I found it. I'm just sharing the screen with you. And you're welcome to check with me later also about all these links which I'm sharing. So this is called Boss Taurus, and basically the concept is this is a young farmer in the village, and I believe he also did mechanical engineering in Gujarat and then came back to Telangana to work. And he found that weeders, remove the machines which remove the weeds in the farms. They're running on internal combustion engines like diesel and petrol. So it is becoming very expensive for the farmers. And the big companies are not focusing on the electric weeders because it may not be a big enough market for them. So he started to work on this and he made the prototype and he started testing it in the field. And then we are helping him to support it to make it into a proper company which which goes into the market. So we'll be very happy to work with you and help you to take your product and scale it to the market. And by the congratulations for having a prototype. Half the problem is that when you have something in hand and you're able to test it in the field, that is, half the work is done there.
So for further guidance, will you please guide me and will you please give your mail ID to drop the...
Yeah, sure. So I'll be, KIYE Foundation has my number also. You're most welcome to contact me on WhatsApp and I will connect you to our team. Or LinkedIn, you can always connect with me on LinkedIn. Many people reach out to me on LinkedIn all the time and happy to connect you with our team. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would now move to next question, sir. So there are many questions, sir, actually.
Can you
What
do one
are
thing?
the
Can you,
challenges?
sorry, if you don't mind, can you paste them in the chat in this messages? Immediately I can see and tell. Maybe I can combine some question also.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Sure, sir.
okay.
What are the challenges to start a startup nowadays and how we can start it?
The challenge is you have to start. That's all. I mean, the whole point is about starting, right? So first of all, everybody stops because they'll say they don't have funding. The problem is we are reading a lot of, all this everyday news that so and so company raised funding, something 1,000 crores, 100 crores, unicorn. But all this, deviates you. So you must understand that what you see in the news is very tailor-made. A lot of the stories are, created stories. I'm not saying they're not real, but there will be a lot of things we don't know. How did they raise the funding? Maybe they know the investors. How did they get to this point that they have been working on it for 10 years, but it looks like an overnight success. So these are very common fallacies which we all think that just because we read an announcement that you have to start like that. It's not true. For example, if Hasini has made a product and so I think that's a startup already. She has already started it. So the main thing is now you take the product to the market. That is the first and most important step you have to do. How do you take the product to the market? Even one user is a very important user. So please focus on that. So I don't think there's any challenge in starting as such.
Thank you, sir. Your guidance is truly motivating and informative. And next, I want to move on to the next question. In today's generation, innovations are very common to develop this. What relevant projects the students can do?
I think some of the challenges which I'm seeing, on daily basis, one is water reusing. So this is a very important topic nowadays. How can data centers get access to water? So we need the data centers, right? So I mean, look, AI is going to be it's already part of our life. It is going to become even bigger part of our life, and it is going to increase productivity. So we need data centers. We need water for data centers. At the same time, we need water for ourselves also. And here you don't need any rocket science or you don't need to be a advanced scientist to come up with solutions. It could be a simple solution also, but how do you reuse water for data centers? That is one thing. How do you change cooling systems for data centers? That is also another thing. So you have thoughts here. Then in mobility, you can always work on electrifying autonomous vehicles. There are so many challenges you can look at. So I don't think there is any limitation on the number of challenges. I'll give you one example. Yeah. We all use helmets, right? And most of us don't, because especially, I studied in Chennai, I remember, and when I was studying there, so once there was a very big, there was a very big protest by many people because they don't want to wear the helmets, even though it's a question of safety. And I can understand why, because wearing helmet in Chennai means it becomes very humid, very difficult to wear the helmet on the two-wheeler. So, but at the same time, you have to consider safety. So how do we resolve this? Till now, it has not been resolved. People have come up with air-conditioned helmets and so on, but again, cost is an issue, and it's not convenient to wear also for many people. Of course, in construction sites, a different thing. But then one of the village students whom I'm interacting with, young boy, 10th standard boy, he is working on a helmet where the insulation layer is not going to be styrofoam or cloth. It is actually going to be a liquid. So then it gives cooling to the head also, and at the same time it protects you. So basically he took the inspiration because our skull is surrounded by a fluid, as you know, cerebrospinal fluid. So similarly he wants to make a Newtonian fluid for the helmet, and we are supporting it. So these are the kind of things you can look at.
Thank you, sir. So one of our student coordinators, Satvika, wants to ask questions. Satvika, over to you.
Good evening, Mr. Joginder Tanikella garu. My question is, how can we get internships in TWorks? Is there any opportunities for the people like us?
Yeah, good question. So I know somebody will ask that. So anyway, the thing is that, I mean, you're welcome to, of course, reach out to me, and like I said, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, anything is fine. I'll connect you to our team. So more than internship, right? We are looking at you coming forward with something, because generally our culture, see, I still haven't heard anybody saying good evening, Joginder. Okay, everybody is saying sir, Garu, and all that. I don't want that really. I want you all to please remember that you are my equal. I'm also your equal. So please keep that in mind. So anyway, so what I'm telling is that we want you to come forward and say, this is what I want to do. This is how I can contribute. This is how I can support. Generally, what happens is people come in expecting us to tell instructions, telling us to give some work. I don't want that. I want you to tell us what we should do for you. So, but of course, that's the second step. First step is to contact. So please do contact, and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And next question from Preksha. How do you validate a startup idea before investing time and money?
See, if you're talking about yourself, right? So the first thing is, it's very difficult to analyze and then say, I will do this, I will not do that. So many startup ideas, they fail when they go forward. Many startup ideas which look like they will fail become very successful. So the main thing is, as a founder, you should feel, do I want to do this? If you are passionate about it, if you think whatever happens, I must do it, I want to do it. So, for example, I have raised investment from very famous investors, but nobody in India, by the way. That's how life is. I've raised investment from American investors, Japanese investors, Korean investors. So, but at the same time, you can understand when in India I used to roam around trying to get people to support me, people were not so forthcoming because the idea itself is not a very, it's not a SaaS-based product. It is not a delivery startup. It is a proper manufacturing and hardware startup. So when that happens, all the time what kept me going was my belief in my idea, my faith in my idea. So that is the thing. So please remember, if you believe in it, if you think there is a market for it, if you think there is support for it, then you must do it. That's all.
Thank you, sir. And so one of our student coordinator, Manish, wants to ask the question. Manish, over to you.
Good evening, sir. Sir, today meeting you in this meeting, it is my privilege, sir. Sir, basically, I have an idea, sir. Sir, how we can get investments and how can we tackle one simple idea into a product? That's my question, sir.
Yeah, so again, this is what I'm saying, right? You just have to do it. Okay, let me just show you one thing. So where people get stuck, right? They think that they have to make some amazing, perfect thing, and that only is going to work in the market. But I don't think so. I think okay. Do you all know Product Hunt? Yeah. Does anybody know Product Hunt here? Yeah. Achha, this is also one more important thing. Please be aware of what is happening around the world. So our education system is such that many times until you leave college and after 5 years only, after 5 years after leaving college, you'll come to know what is happening in the world. Please don't be that. Please understand what is happening around the world. Please look at what is happening around the world and remember that you're not the only person thinking of things. Many people at the same time are thinking of things, and what is distinguishing us from them is that they are doing it, they're taking action. So coming to that, I just want to share one more small screen. Yeah. So if you can see my screen, which I've shared with you. So yes. I want to share with you one important thing that, can you read this out?
It's not clear.
No, you can't see my screen.
Yes, sir, but it's not such clarity, sir.
Okay, anyway, so my screen, my motto is it will never be perfect.
It will never be perfect.
Yeah, it will never be perfect. So please remember that nothing is ever going to be perfect. So we always get stuck thinking we have to make that perfect thing, So I have a friend, he's always talking about amazing ideas, but I'm not seeing the ideas on the ground. Whereas I will just go on launching products, whether they are perfect or not, because in the hope that something will click. And then once it clicks, I can take it to logical conclusion, which also happens. So please remember that it will never be perfect. You have to just do it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for that valuable insights. And now one of our student coordinator, Bhavani, wants to ask the question, sir. Bhavani, over to you.
Good evening, Joginder. I'm Bhavani. So as we...
Okay, Bhavani, sorry, where are you based out of?
I did not get you, sir. I'm from Hyderabad only.
Hyderabad, right? Okay, Bhavani, you get an internship. Okay, you said good evening, Joginder. Congratulations. Thanks. Okay, yeah, continue.
Thank you, sir.
I said we
As
can't
so,
do paid internships. I want to be upfront about that. Okay, but
okay,
anyway,
sir.
please contact me. Yeah, okay.
Okay, sir. As we are like so-called Gen Z generation, sir, we are like even said that we are lazy or we are not up to the thinking level. So, sir, what is my question to you is what is the one problem we are facing, sir? Why people are saying that we can't think, as we are even having capability?
No,
And
first of all, yeah, sorry, please continue. Yeah.
yes, sir. And even our most of the products will be stayed on the paper only, sir, when we are presenting.
No. First of all, please don't listen to people who say you don't think and so on. Your attitude is different, and it's perfectly fine. Okay, so my daughter is Gen Z, and my daughter is always teaching me about things, and I can tell you that don't let older people get you down. It doesn't matter. Times have changed. Okay, so in my office also, I don't mind if as long as things are getting done. I'm not very bothered about people coming and doing namaste and all those kind of things which people expect people in the companies and offices to do. So you're fine. Nothing is wrong with you. And ideas on paper. So I want to explain this to you. There is something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Does anybody know this? Does anybody know about Maslow's hierarchy of needs? No? Okay. That's what I'm telling. Please do, read more, see things which are happening outside. Okay. So I've shared my screen. So I want to just tell a little bit about this. So this is how society evolves. So what happens is that first society has to take care of physiological needs, basic needs like shelter, food, and so on. Then safety and security means employment, property, family. Then friendship and family, and so on. That is love and belonging. Then self-esteem. Then self-actualization. So what happens is that our country, right? So so we got independence only in 1947, and from that time till I think about 10 or 20 years ago, all our society has been focused on building society. Whereas you people, you now have the privilege, the freedom to decide what you want to do, how you want to do, and when you want to do it. And that is called self-actualization. So we are reaching that stage. So when we are today, a person can be a radio jockey, or they can be a something new. You can think of new people can be content creators and make money. So I see that a lot. I see a lot of influencers, and I see things are changing. So when things are changing, obviously you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of thoughts, you are being exposed to so many things. So when that is happening, somebody might say you are not fixing down, you are not doing one thing. I don't agree with that. You can take your time and figure out what to do, unless of course you have some family commitments and you have to, get into job and so on. But even then, you have freedom, and I appreciate what you can do. So please don't get negatively reinforced by people who say that Gen Z is like this and Gen Z is like that. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And next question. One of our student coordinator wants to ask Mr. Manikanta. Mr. Manikanta, over to you.
Good evening, sir. I am Manikanta. Sir, my question is, as a full stack developer and CEO, what skills have helped you to the most throughout your journey?
Yeah, so I think here one thing I want to tell you is that my focus is always on execution. So execution eats ideas for breakfast. Everybody has ideas. You throw a stone, person will give you 100 ideas, 1,000 ideas. I get bored of listening to ideas. What I want to see is, did you act on the idea? Did you execute something? Did you make even one small drawing which shows that your idea is not just an idea? So that is the first thought process I have, that nothing is going to be perfect. So we have to just go on making. The skill which has helped me is my ability to think in algorithmic thinking. So I approach any problem with, so if you know computer programming, so you will know that, okay, today things are very different. It's still prompt based and so on. But at the same time, the underlying structure between programming earlier and programming now, the underlying ethos is, you have to tell somebody what to do. So if you ask somebody to make tea, right? So can you tell me what are the steps for making tea? Hi, Manikanta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. First of all, we have to boil the milk and adding a sugar and tea powder.
Correct. So you know how to tell somebody to make tea, right? So you told 3 steps, but actually there can be n number of steps. The first step could be go to the kitchen, take out the utensil, put the utensil on gas stove, switch on the gas stove, connect the gas, then light the fire, then pour the water, then pour the milk, all these things, right? So there are n number of steps, right? So if you want to tell somebody how to make something, you have to tell them in a very clear manner, these are the steps. If you use the same approach for problem solving, which is what I do, everything, it comes down to number of steps and how to explain that. So that is the skill which has helped me in my life because of my love for computer programming.
Yes, thank you, sir, for your valuable insights.
Thank you, sir. And next and again Hasni want to ask one more question, sir. Hasni, over to you.
Mr. Joginder Tanikella garu, I have one more startup idea, sir, as you said before. It's based on a smart helmet safety system for two-wheeler riders. The helmet is equipped with sensors that can detect a serious fall or accidents. Once an accident is detected, then the system automatically sends an alert with the rider's location to their parents' emergency contacts or nearby emergency services, sir.
Yeah, so you have the idea then?
Sir?
No, what next?
Sir, actually, when he falls or when he...
No, I'm saying you're describing your idea. So what's next? Yeah.
Sir, I want your guidance.
No, you don't need my guidance, right? So what are you studying?
Sir, I'm in currently first year of BTech, sir, and Triple department.
Yeah, so what do you need? Yeah? Today you have ChatGPT, you have Claude, everything. You can just put this into ChatGPT, Claude, and ask it what to do, right? All you need is you have to buy one Arduino, you have to buy a few sensors, you have to buy probably some fall detection sensor. You wire it up, you connect it. Today you don't even need to learn firmware programming. You can just say, give me the firmware for this. It will tell you the firmware. Put it in the
so this prototype is also done within 1 week. This will also be done.
Oh, so good now. So then make the prototype, test it out, give it to your friends, make them wear the helmet.
Sir, actually, I don't have a guidance and a technical
that's what I'm saying. You don't need the guidance, right? Today, that's the amazing society we are living in today with AI. If I had AI 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I can tell you I would have done so many things. I cannot imagine also what all I could have done. Why do you need guidance? Are you using ChatGPT?
No, sir, I'm not using. Actually, I got an idea. Whenever I go or whenever I see somewhere, I just have an idea and I'll put it on the paper, sir.
Correct. So what I'm telling you is that, okay, you don't even need ChatGPT now. Do you know Google search has become AI search? Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can just type in Google search and make it use your AI. You don't even need ChatGPT anymore. So you have guidance. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. You can do it on your own.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, move on to the next question from Anvesh. Are there any opportunities for final year students to collaborate on real-world projects?
You have to do the real-world project. Now we should collaborate with you.
Thank you.
I know it doesn't answer your question, but you think about what I said. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And next question from our student coordinator, Ms. Sneha. Sneha, over to you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, sir. So, sir, nowadays students like us are really thinking that being responsible is one of the important thing in our life. So, but we didn't get tracked to balance our responsibilities. So, I would like to know how do you balance your dual responsibilities as a CEO of T-Works and the CEO of Pearls Active Stations? So, look at yourself. It's really inspiring to us, sir.
No. So after I joined, I got a wonderful opportunity to join the government, and the reason why I've taken this opportunity is because it helps me to change the scale of my impact. So, for example, as CEO of Pulse Active Stations, I may not have had the chance to interact with all of you, but as CEO of T-Works, I get this chance. So that is why I took this opportunity. When I took this opportunity, I have I have scaled on my involvement in my company and so on. So right now my single responsibility is T-Works. At the same time, my interests are other things. So my interests are, when I have free time, I like to use, I like to do programming, I like to create things, I like to build things. So that is a different thing. But the answer to your question, Sneha, is that if you have an interest, right, you will find a way to do it. There is no question of balancing responsibility. Can I ask you what do you like? Your hobbies?
So I'm an ECE student. So also I know some embedded system. I use components. I use and I will connect them. Mainly related to space projects. So currently I am doing internship in NRSC at NRSC.
No. I'm asking what are your hobbies?
Hobbies, sir. I mean I will read books, sir. Some story books, and also I will do some little kind of things with the Arduino components, and this organization works.
No. Do you play sports?
No, sir. No.
Acha. So what do you do when you don't have college or you don't have internship and all that?
Sir, I may learn something good.
No, you don't have to tell me resume answers. I'm genuinely asking you, no?
Yeah, so I may play sometime. I will chill out and I will see
Yeah, correct.
movies and
Yeah, so you
I will
find time to
study.
watch movie, right? You find
Yeah,
time to
sir.
watch movie, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When you find time to watch movie because you like to watch the movie, so anything you like to do, you will find the time for it. So that there's no question of balancing anything. That's what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Yeah.
But sir, if student want to get track in balancing their responsibilities along with the entertainment and everything, what message would you like to students?
That's the message I'm telling you. So your responsibility should become your entertainment. If you think it is
Okay,
entertaining
sir.
for you, if you think it is fun for you, then it is no longer responsibility, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's
you have to
really
think about this.
thank you.
Anyway, hopefully.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you, sir. Move on to the next question. What are the major challenges in developing hardware projects?
Yeah, you need to put things together. See, I don't know how to do soldering. It's my biggest problem. Even today, I cannot do soldering. If I hold a soldering iron, I'll end up burning myself somehow. So different challenges are there. But I mean, if you start doing things, you will figure out the challenges. Yeah, there is challenge in software. There's challenge in hardware. There's challenge in everything.
Thank you, sir. Question from Rupang. When reviewing student candidates for internships or project support, what key elements in a portfolio immediately catch your attention?
No, nothing like that. I just want to see somebody make something, right? So I can give you an example. So there is one, again, young person like you guys. So he is a political science student from a village in Telangana. And like this, he heard me say on some, one podcast that please contact me. By the way, everybody, okay, nobody will take my number. Okay, all of you will contact me on LinkedIn only. Whoever contacts me on LinkedIn, let's see how it works out. Okay, so I want you to make the effort, please, including Bhavani, right? So please do that. So anyway, so that person, he created LinkedIn account just to contact me because he heard on some podcast that, and the reason why I'm saying LinkedIn also is because when you start looking at LinkedIn, right, today you'll see what is happening. Two sites which I would highly recommend. One is LinkedIn and second is Twitter/X. So when you go on these sites, you will see what is happening around the world, and it really opens your mind. You will understand what is happening. So when you're doing this, then sorry, I forgot the question again. What was the question? Yeah, portfolio. Yeah, no, nothing. I just want to see whether you made something. That's all. There is nothing else for that. Yeah.
So, last question. What is the best advice for students to get their skills in technologies?
Nothing, just keep making, just keep building. And one thing I want to tell you, so a lot of times I'm getting ideas and presentations which people have put in ChatGPT, Claude, and complete, like somebody has sent me an idea for self-healing car because they can write something in ChatGPT and Claude and it will tell, this is a self-healing. I mean, just use your logic and don't come up with things like that. But try to work on what you like. For example, if Hasini has mentioned about something in agri-tech or something she has mentioned about a helmet with sensor, the best thing is just make it. Please do things. Execution eats ideas for breakfast, rest you will figure out. Nobody can stop you if you start doing things. That's all I want to say. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for answering all the questions with clearly and patiently and encouraging young minds with such clarity. And thank you to all our participants for your enthusiastic and active participation. As we come to the close of this wonderful session, I now invite Miss Satvika to deliver the vote of thanks. Satvika, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Satvika, student coordinator at KIYE, and it's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's inspiring session. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Joginder Tanikella, CEO of TWorks, for joining us today and sharing his valuable experiences. Your journey, filled with determination, hard work, has truly inspired all of us. Your encouragement towards innovation and stay focused on our goals will remain with us for a long time. We are especially thankful for the way you interacted with us and patiently answered our questions. Your honest insights and practical advice helped us understand the importance of innovation, leadership, and continuous learning. It was a wonderful opportunity for us to learn directly from someone who has achieved so much in his professional journey. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to our respected mentors and organizing team for their efforts in arranging this meaningful session. Their dedication and hard work made today's event a great success. A special thanks to all the participants for your enthusiastic participation and attentive listening, which made the session even more engaging and interactive. On behalf of everyone present here, I once again thank Mr. Joginder Tanikella for his time, wisdom, and encouragement. Sir, your words has motivated us to dream bigger, work harder, and believe in ourselves and be innovative. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us today. Let's together inspire, innovate, and lead the future. Have a wonderful evening. Jai Hind.
And I also want to give vote of thanks to all of you. So thanks to you for being online and thanks to you for asking questions. And it makes me very hopeful and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Satvika, for those warm and thoughtful words. We would be truly delighted to have many more such sessions with you in future, sir. We have excellent coordination with the T-Works. KIYE Foundation is proudly associated with the Innovation Hub, and it's truly dynamic, inspiring, and collaborative to work with them. Their innovative, supportive ecosystems help students build real startup ideas beyond textbooks. We are grateful for this partnership. And to everyone who joined us today, a few announcements to stay connected with KIYE. Please follow KIYE Foundation on Instagram, subscribe YouTube channel, join us within the WhatsApp channel and LinkedIn. Let us stay connected, stay curious, and keep learning because truly space is the next destination. Let's explore it together. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Have a wonderful evening. Jai Hind.